is broken. Don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there.
Okay, folks, so I know you are tired of hearing it, but it's in my nature to apologize for things like this. I'm right beside a highway back over here, and normally I'm in a quiet spot, but tonight it's not quite as quiet. So, sorry about that. Part of the charm of being a truck driver. And normally I apologize, and it doesn't really even come through the mic anyway, so who cares, right? So, I'm moving on from that, straight to the dry erase board. Every day may not be a good day, but there is good in every day. For me, I have to look for the good sometimes, because my day could be starting out really, really terrible. And I could be at like a shipper or a receiver and just be shooting the breeze with them and say, you know, this day has sucked. And then tell them flat out, look, hey, if the rest of the day is better than what it started, I'm looking forward to the rest of the day because it is going to be great. So, yeah, I figured I would share that little thing with y'all and just kind of get it out there. Spread a little positivity because, you know, I'm getting tired of seeing such negativity every flipping where. It could really grind on you by the end of the day. And with me out here driving, I see so much negativity. And I'm one of the ones, when I'm behind that wheel, I am very negative about all the other drivers out there. So, with that said, episode 12. Oh, I know I'm a day behind, maybe even 2 days behind, but somehow I've stayed away from it. I know this is supposed to be a big episode. Della is coming home to the boys, and now Donald's out there in space somewhere. I'm presuming that the moon people are going to find him and stuff like that. And yes, I am looking at the screen at the same time. That light is very bright, I know that, but at the same time, I wouldn't have any light if I didn't use it. So, yeah. Other than that, though, somehow I've stayed away from spoilers and stuff like that. Of course, we knew Della was going to meet the boys in this one because, you know, that's where it ended on episode 11. She was at the gate of Scrooge's house, and she said she's home. So, Della is finally home. Nothing is going to stop Della Duck. I believe that's the title. I usually see the titles, and then I forget them when I go to watch it, so I have no idea. It is that time, though. I am tired of waiting. DuckTales episode 12. I don't know what took them so long to get this uploaded, but I finally found a way to get the episode. So, with that said, headphones are going on, and I'm not waiting no longer. 3, 2, 1, and yes, I am sorry about the camera. It gets light, dark. Still working with that flipping thing. So, 3, 2, 1, and play. Okay, of course, jump cut because there's a logo in front of the episode with the website I use.
Dumb Earth gravity won't keep me from...
She would be used to the moon's gravity, wouldn't she? This would be an awkward situation for a mom who hasn't seen her kids in X amount of years. How would you say hello?
Aha! Behold! The cartographer's quill!
You had me at quill!
This could be the most important moment of our adventuring lives!
Sup, party people? I'm back in the his. Oh, no.
Oh, I was about to say, I bet she was not wanting to do it that way.
Hi, Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, wow. They are animating Scrooge so well. I'll talk about it after the intro. Okay, so as I was saying, they are animating Scrooge so well. You can see emotion in Scrooge's face.
It's you! It's really you! Oh, I can't believe it! Oh, look at you! Oh, standing here! Oh,
What about the boys?
I thought you were
Dead? Not yet.
rapacious rocketeer.
I missed your Scroogean alliteration. Lost it in the crash.
Out of rocket parts! Brilliant!
Oh, wow. Wow, they're all hiding behind Webby.
The cyborg. Is that?
It can't be.
Guys, I think that
that's your mom.
Huey,
Oh my
Dewey,
goodness,
Louie,
wow.
Meet Della Duck.
Oh, I'm part robot. I knew it. Their names were supposed to be Jet, Turbo, and Rebel. I could have been Turbo.
Jet, Turbo, and Rebel.
I wrote it
Oh
down
my
in case no one
gosh.
could understand it.
Y'all had
I
so
could've been
much emotion
Turbo.
going on for me.
Huey,
And-
Jet here.
Y'all just had a
How did
joke
you
in
survive the
there.
barren wasteland? Have you adjusted to our gravity? Did you make any customized modifications to your leg?
Oh my goodness, you were like all three boys mixed in one, aren't you, Della?
I'm not buying. This has to be a trick, or a curse from Magica, or a parallel universe, or
Jump on in there. Webby, come on. Go on over there and join her, Webby.
you moving in?
Back to favorites. It's old Turbo, right?
I'm Webby.
There you go.
That's
Introduce
enough for
yourself,
today.
Webby.
Your mum must be
Ah, I want to see Webby and Della interacting.
Let her rest.
Who can rest when there's so much lost time to make up for? Boys, I don't know what to say, except I'm so sorry for ever stepping foot on that rocket. I never meant to leave you, or miss your first steps, or potty training. Wait, you are potty trained, right? What I'm trying to say is, for a decade, I fought every day to get back to this family. That sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, you can do it. It's incredibly
Every
unsafe.
time.
Mom, look! I'm shifting into turbo!
Whoa.
Best mother ever!
Okay.
This is going so well. Hey, I know what'll make that.
I'm
baby feel
liking
better.
the
A
attention to
bedtime
detail
story, because a
when
good
she's
mom knows how to
walking.
soothe her sick
You can
kid.
hear her
Ever heard of
robot
one about the
leg
Princess and the Peacock?
as well.
Yeah, a long time ago, I think.
Oh, right. Of course. Metal gnawed through flesh, leaving a trail of bodies until the Golden City was stained blood red. Some say that shriek was a death knell. Others say it was a promise to rebuild and seek vengeance on the one who defeated him and her family. Pretty sure we stuffed him in the garage. Well, good night.
Maybe we should leave the lights on. You know, just in case.
Oh my goodness. Are y'all really that traumatized?
Observe. She is the best person alive.
Oh goodness.
If you do that last part exactly right, you won't die. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this ought to be rich.
Mrs. Beakley always
I flew
on
too
duty.
close to the sun.
What?
Boys, to your rooms. I'll handle this. After all, I'm used to cleaning up after children, dear.
Oh wow. That would like really hurt a mother's feelings. And he's on the moon.
I'll take it from here. Me and the boys and Scrooge and... Who is this?
It's Launchpad.
Thought I'd come over to
Oh
introduce
gosh.
myself. I'm Launchpad.
I hope there
Oh,
is
by
no
the way,
shipping on this.
No way, buddy. I know I was gone for a while, but I will not be replaced.
But I don't know. It's probably my fault. I've gone so long without a mom. I guess I don't really know how to have one.
That's because she's not a mom.
Oh, don't leave.
Not yet, anyway. She's been gone
You
for so
never
long.
leave
You've got
when
to
it
give
comes
her
to
time
stuff like
figure out who
that. You
she
gotta
is
hear
and
what's
how she
next.
fits into this family.
Ah.
I was gone for a decade and everyone was fine. To be a part of this family.
Okay, so you just woke that back up.
phooey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
At least we got
I
somebody
know
going,
you're
ah,
seeking revenge
phooey.
against the entire family of the person who destroyed you, but
I really need to start locking this door. Come on, you golden-geared gargantuan!
Ah! You broke his cane! Ah!
What idiot said you weren't a good mom?
You.
like 5 minutes ago.
But you didn't stay around to listen.
Here for a day. You can't force a relationship with your kids just through monster fighting.
You're right. We should probably go treasure hunting too.
Granny! You just knocked out the wrong old lady!
Oh, there's the Webby I know. Yo, it's gonna be Webby and the boys that end up saving the day.
Time to take this robotic recluse down from the inside. It hates noise.
I got a really loud idea. Huey, get some tape.
Hey! Now I think you probably completely destroyed it. Oh, just take your leg off. There you go.
Good parenting is about coping with change and adapting to unforeseen challenges. She adapted. One day in and you're learning already.
Huey, Dewey, Louie, I know you're not used to having a mom, and I am not used to being one, but I'll figure it out as we go along, in time.
We all will.
And that's how parenting works. You're never ready
So,
for it.
What do you...
How is there Oxy Chew on there?
I'm sorry. What?
I literally have no idea what he said.
Seize him.
Okay. So, with the ending, so far I'm right about what's happening with Donald. He's, of course, on the moon. He's up there, and I'm still not feeling the intimidation factor from the other Moon Knight people. But we know that the actual leader of the Moon people is going to use Donald for something. Not exactly what yet, but he's going to use him for something. Probably a bargaining chip for some reason. I have no idea. But nonetheless, this is the episode that ran Monday. It was yesterday, so that would be May 13th, 2019. That was the day after Mother's Day, and I thought that it was very appropriate for the episode on Friday that came out before this one to be sandwiched in, kind of making, it was kind of like the two ends of a bread and making a sandwich for Mother's Day, because Mother's Day was Sunday, of course, and it was a really appropriate episode to follow Mother's Day. They were really hitting with the feels right there at the beginning, but then honestly, I feel like they ruined the feels for a joke about their names. That's just my opinion, but they could have kept that going, let people have some emotion with it, and then kind of interrupted with a joke. But they kind of sandwiched it all in between with, Turbo, Jet, and Rebel. And I didn't like that. I could see the names fitting them, but at the same time, I didn't like the joke right there in the middle of it. And I really wish they would have let Webby, they could have looked over at Webby and said, hey, come on over here, join us. And that would have really made it pretty emotional as well with Webby, because she doesn't have a mother, obviously, neither. Her mother figure is, Mrs. Beakley. And yeah, that's not the same thing as a mother. So I just don't understand. I'd like to know more about Webby's mom as well. I don't know if they're going to do some big twist later on and say that Webby is, Della's daughter, but honestly, I like to believe that theory, and I like to think that it would be a good twist. But at the same time, it would not be a good twist. It would kind of be like, what are y'all doing? Stuff like that. But I was definitely feeling it at the beginning. I haven't had, of course, the best childhood growing up. And for me, I haven't had my mother for over a decade now. And honestly, if it wasn't for my dad, my mother could have been so much better than she was. And yes, of course, there's a lot that I blame my dad for. And if he ever, for some weird reason, finds this and watches it and listens to it, then good. We can have a conversation about this. But my mom could have been so much better without him. And I really feel like we could have had a relationship just like the boys want. I don't know exactly what I'm saying. So, I'm going to kind of back off that and just say me and my mom could have had such a better relationship with my dad. And I relate to this episode because I know what kind of relationship I wanted with my mom. And that's the kind of relationship I wanted. I wanted my mom to do whatever it took to be with her kids. That's what I wanted. So I felt the emotion from my situation with that. That's what I wanted as a kid. But of course, alcohol comes into play, and they were alcoholics, so they did whatever they could for that instead of doing what they could for us. So with that said, though, looking on the bright side, every day might not be a good day, but there is good in every day. So I'm going to end it with that quote. That way I didn't end it on some, sour note or sad note or any other type of bad note, because regardless of how we all grow up, as adults, we choose our path from there. And my life as an adult is pretty darn good, so I can't really complain. So, yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for my past, I wouldn't be who I am today. So, I don't know where I'm going with that. So, I am done. I am done completely. Yeah, I'm done. Hit the like, tickle to subscribe, don't be texting and driving, and as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.